Okay. In today's class, we will try to understand data types, data types in Python. Data types in Python. Okay. So first of all, in Python data type, see, suppose x is equal to 5. X is equal to 5. This is called integer data type. Okay. Name. Name is equal to school. This is called string type of data. Okay. This is called integer type of data. Int data. Integer type of data. This is called string type of data. String. String type of data. So string type of data can be kept in double quotation marks or single quotation marks. Okay. Cool. Cool is equal to, in single quotation marks, I want to keep them in single quotation marks. Single quotation marks. Okay. Chaitanya. So it is also string type of data. Okay. So string type of data either can be kept in single quotations or double quotation marks. Doesn't matter. Okay. Now float. Float, float, take any number, suppose num. Num is equal to float 3.5. 3.5, this is called float. Float type of data. See, try to understand. Integer means so the numbers which don't have any decimal points. Okay. All the numbers which don't have any decimal points, they are called integers. Even though 2.0 number, suppose number is there 2.0, this is float number. Okay. So after this is integer, 2 is integer. After that, dot 0 means 2.0. It is called a float number. It is not integer. Okay. So I will suppose y is equal to 5. Y is equal to 2.5. 2.0. This is float. This is float, not integer. Okay. Now come down. As I told you that this is the integer, the numbers which don't have any decimal points, they are called integers. If 5.0, that is called float. Okay. So string means the text. String is what? Sequence of characters, a text type of data. So that can be kept in double quotation marks or single quotation marks. Okay. So this is the float. This is okay. Next is what? Your complex. Complex data. Complex is what? Complex. Try to understand. Complex is what? In complex, under the complex, what happened? 4 plus j. 4 plus j. So now 4 plus j is called 5 plus j. This is called complex number. Here 5 is the number and j is the imaginary part. Okay, 5 is the whole number and j is the imaginary part. Normally what happens in complex numbers, in place of j, I will be used in our mathematics, but here that will not be taken, and I will not be taken. I mean I is equal to root of -1. I is equal to root of minus, it's mathematics, but in Python, this I will not be taken. So j, we will normally write j. So one number part, this is called real part, this is called imaginary part. Okay, this is the representation of the complex numbers. Okay, now as I told you that these are all somewhat data types in Python. Integer, this is a string type of data. String type of data, it can be represented in double quotation marks. This is called, it can be represented single quotation marks. So now this is number, 3.5 float, even the 2.0 float type of data, this is complex number. So what about this x, name, school, num, y complex? These are all called variables. X is a variable, name is a variable, school is a variable, num is a variable, y is a variable, complex. All these are variables. Okay. Now the values, whatever the values assigned to these variables, they are called the literals. They are called values. 5 plus j, 2.0, 3.5, Chaitanya, school, 5. These are all called literals. Literals means the values assigned to the variables. Okay. Variables are what? Variables, they will store the data. They will hold the data. It may be integer type of data, it may be float, it may be string. Okay. So variables, they will hold the data. Variables, simply we can say that they are the memory locations created in the computer memory to store the any type of data. Okay. So actually Python is called dynamic typed programming language. Dynamic typed, dynamically generated, dynamically typed programming language. Typed programming language. Okay. Dynamically typed programming language, because here we need not to declare the data as, suppose this is this variable x holds the integer type of data. So we need not to write it as an integer. We need not to declare this as an integer type of data. But in Java, first we need to declare the data type. Okay, suppose in Java, this is string type of name is a variable which holds string school. So I need to declare this as a, in Java, I need to declare this as a string. Okay, means this variable, I need to declare this as a string. Why? Because it holds the string type of data. So here num is a variable which holds 3.5 a float value. So I need to declare this as a float, float, float. This is in happens in Java. So that's why Java is statically typed programming language. Typed programming language means statically typed. Statically typed programming language means statically typed programming language. Dynamically typed programming language means we need not to declare the data types. So the interpreter of the Python, it understand that it is what it is the data type. It is what this is integer data type, it is float type of data type. It automatically understand that. Okay, once you assign the value, you have declared x. After that, once you have assigned the value 5, okay, it understood that it is the integer type of data type. So once you declare the any data in double quotation marks or single quote, it clearly understand that, okay, the programmer is going to declare the string type of data. Okay, so whenever you put any value number 2.0, so it simply understand that whenever you put point, decimal point, it understood that float number is that. Okay, so by this 5 plus j whatever, so by this na by this it will understand that it is called complex number. Okay, so one more data type, that is called bool. Okay, bool is equal to yes or no. So here true, okay, or false. So suppose z is equal to false. So these true, false, both are Boolean values. Boolean values are there. In programming, we need to say sometimes yes or no. So yes means true, no means false. So Boolean values, only two values, they are true or false. Always, whenever you declare the Boolean values, first letter must be capital letter. Okay, but in Java, first letter must be small letter. Okay. So this bool is what? It's a variable, holds this boolean value z. You can declare the variable any type. Okay, x, y, z. You can put my name Vasu. Vasu is what? Vasu. Vasu is a boolean. But how Vasu is a variable? Whenever you declare, whenever you store the value true, then Python interpreter, it clearly understanding that this is a Boolean value stored in Boolean variable. Okay. So now then, these are built-in, all are built-in data types. Built-in data types. So this integer, float, and char, they can be characterized, they can be classified as a numeric data type. Okay. Numeric, numeric data type. Okay. What are numeric data type? Numeric data type. What are numeric data type? This that is what your numeric data type: integer, comma, float, comma, complex. Okay, these are called numeric data type. Okay. Next, numeric data, integer, float, complex, they will be categorized into numeric data type. Next is what? That is Boolean data type. Boolean data type. So under this Boolean data type, only Boolean value will be considered as Boolean data type. Next, sequence data type. Sequence data type: list, comma, tuple, comma, tuple, one more, list tuple, okay. So sequence data type, list tuple, comma, range. Next is what? Your sequence data type. Set data type. Okay, set data type. Set data type is called set. Set. So Boolean data type, Boolean. Text data type. Text data type, string. Okay. Next is what? Next is what? Next is what? Mapping data type. Mapping. Mapping data type, dictionary. Dictionary. Okay. So all these data they have been configured, classified into these categories. Okay, numeric data type, int, float, complex, Boolean data type, only one Boolean value, sequence data type. So this list, tuple, range, dictionary, set, these are called also inbuilt data types. Sometimes they are also called data structures. Okay, list, tuple, range, set, dictionary. We will study them in separately for every data type list tuple. We will study them separately. Okay. Now, so one more data type that is called binary. Okay, binary data type. So under the binary data type, we have bytes, comma, byte array, comma, memory view. Memory view. Next is what one more data type, that is none data type. None type. None type. None type is none. Okay. None type. So these are all called built-in data types. All are built-in data types. Okay. So now we will try to understand how to know that 5 is integer data. The school, it is a string type of data. 3.5 is a float type of data. 5 plus I is a complex data type. Maybe somebody else can argue with me that, sir, why 5 plus I can be considered as complex data type? How can you prove that? So there is a way. Okay, we can by type function. By type function. Okay, by type function, we can know the type of data. We can know the type of data. Okay, see, simply for this school is a string type of data, means it is a text stored in a variable name. So how can I know that this is a string type of data? For that, you need to print. Print is a function used to display the result on the screen. Within this, one more function you need to use, type function. Okay, now you need to pass the variable name. So this school string type of data stored in name variable. So you pass the name variable here. Okay, name as it is. If it is, you have declared capital letters, you need to pass capital letters. Now enter. So now you run this code. You compile this one. If you compile this one, so first of all, this it is untitled. So you need to store some folder. This is my folder in my, where is that? In my C drive. In my C drive, this is a folder. Within this folder, I need to data types. File name, data type. Okay, dot py, that is very compulsory because every file in Python, that is extension dot py. Now save. Now see, data type dot py. Okay, now what happened here? I is not defined. Did you mean ID? I is not defined. Okay, I is not defined. Where here this is I is not defined. So day you define it with the J. It doesn't matter. Okay, now compile this one. Now J is not defined. 5 plus J. Okay, so then complex number you keep it as in hash, means comment section. No issue. Okay, now you clear the screen. Okay, you compile this code again. Now it is what? It is what? Class str. Str means string. Means the data type. Where is your? This is your name variable under the in name variable school string type of data. I told you. So interpreter stating that is a string type of data, which is part of a class. Class means in programming language. In Python, everything is and class and objects. Okay. Now this string type of data, the school is now it is part of a class. Okay. Now come down. So next, you will study about this class and objects in OOPS concepts, object-oriented programming concepts. Okay, I will arrange the classes separately for OOPS, object-oriented programming concepts. So now this five, it is integer data type. So I would like to know how whether it is integer. Now you see simply print. Now bracket type one more function you need to under this type, you need to pass the variable. Suppose if you pass x, but it is capital X, you need to understand it is small x. So x is not defined. So it is, we have declared it as a capital X. Now it will give the value as int type, class int. Class, it is the class int. Okay. Now come down. Now one more print bracket type and print function. These are the built-in functions of the Python. Okay, so many len function is there, type function, print function is there, and id function. Okay, now type way what we need to pass the variable name. This is school variable. Okay, so I will pass the school variable. School is a variable, so that within that Chaitanya string. So it gives string again. It gives what? String again. Okay, now it is string. Okay, try to understand. Okay, now what? Now this is what float. We need to understand that this is a float. So now you print again. You print again under this type function. You pass num. Num is what? Num is a variable holds this data type float. So now it gives float. This is float. Okay. So rest of this word, how to boolean. Where is our boolean data? Boolean false true. So we need to pass again. We need to print. Print means print is a built-in function. A print is used to display the result on the screen. To see if you want to see the result on the screen, print will be used. In Java, it is called system.out.println. Here print. So type function used to know which type of data it is. So I have passed variable Vasu. Vasu holds the true, means that is Boolean type. So now it gives, okay. Here type Vasu. So you accept this one. Now if you compile this, run this, okay. So it is Boolean. Vasu variable holds what? Okay, Boolean value. So it gives bool type. All are under all are classes. Every data is deal as a will be dealt as a class. So we will study all them in class object-oriented programming concepts. So next is what? How to declare the, this is list type of data. So now what is that list? Suppose your list, you simply list is a variable holds always list will be in square brackets. Within this we can uh, pass the values, one integer, one float number in one string type of data. I told you that string can be put either double quotation, single quotation, it doesn't matter. Okay, single quotation. So Ravi is a string type of data kept in single quotation marks. Now it is what? One integer, one float, one string, another string. So one, that is what? Boolean value. Okay. So next is what? String, integer, Boolean, complex. Okay, no complex. So these all are stored, different values stored in a list. Okay. Now list is a variable. Why it is giving error? This margin, no, it is not unexpected indentation. Indentation means margin. So here you have given how much of one space. So no. One tab means 4 spaces. Okay, so no any margin will be entered in Python. Okay, once you want to give that margin, that is to be under a block. Okay, this total code is under part of a block. Okay, block means a number of lines of code, a line of code. This is called, this is totally a block. No. So now what happened? List. No? So list normally stores different types of data. Different means integer, float, string, boolean. But in Java, list is called array. Array never be store different type of data. Array, suppose we declare in Java array. Array means list. So array stores only, if you declare it as an integer type of array, int array, so it stores only integers. If you in Java, if you declare array as floats, so it stores only float values. If you declare a array in Java string, so it stores only string type of data. So, but in Python list, so list, I told you that list is a built-in data type. So if you confuse list, you can change it somewhat. Anything list means you simply say ARR array. Array means it stores list of different data types. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you want to know the data type, it is what you need to simply write print bracket type array. Okay. Now it will give this is list type of data. Always list must be declared and defined in square bracket. Declare means you have put the square brackets and nothing, no any data you have put. Defined means data defined inside of square brackets. Now come to the next data is where what under what is that? Where is that sequence data type? Tuple. Tuple is what? Tuple, always tuple will be tup. Tup is simply I have taken a variable. Otherwise, you write tuple, doesn't matter. Tuple is equal to always mm, in that is what in parenthesis. Okay. So in the tuple, you can 10 comma 2 comma 5 comma like plus. So whether we can store in tuple string type of data Ravi. So let us see what happens. Whether it will accept. So one integer and one float. I want to store one float number 2.5. This is in string type of data. This is what now tuple. Okay. Now it is not giving any error. So try to print type tuple. Print type. You need to pass the variable name as okay. Tuple. Now what happened? It will, if you compile this one, it gives unsupported operand for float and string. In which line? This is here is there 2.5 plus Ravi. So tuple never takes the strings. Okay. Tuple never takes the strings. Even though if you declare it is in single quotation marks also, single quotation Ravi, it takes, okay, it takes, but mistake what we have done here, the plus will not be entertained here. You need to keep the comma because all these are values, no? So no any plus. Tuple will take the string type of data also. You know, you compile this one. So now it is tuple. Okay, it is tuple. Why that moment what happened? If I put the plus here, so in tuple is it is also one type of list. It stores the different type of data types. Okay, but plus means what you want to add this 2 point in a tuple in a list. So it is not. So you are storing the values. No, always the values are elements separated with the comma. So now it is what? It is a tuple. Tuple. Okay. Now come down is what? How to declare the dictionary. Dictionary. Suppose dict is a variable. Within this dictionary will be in flower braces. That is very important. Flower braces. Under this flower braces, as we have discussed, it is mapping data type. Mapping means two values will be mapped here. One is that suppose a string is Vasu is mapped with Vasu is mapped with his ID is what? He has an ID number 637, whatever. This is an ID number. Then one more Ravi. Ravi is mapped with Ravi is a string type data. It is mapped with one ID number, this one. So two pairs here. These are called pairs. Okay. These are called what? Pairs. This is a pair. Pair is what? One string is paired with one integer number. So now both are called a pair. One string and one integer, they will be paired with colon. So one pair, this is after that comma, this is one pair. So both are mapped. That's why it is called mapping data type. Okay, dictionary. So now if you want to pass one more value, comma, you need to give comma. And if you want to put one more string type of data, now I want to keep the data string Rahul, Rahul in single quotation marks I have kept here. No any issue. String type of data can be kept in single quotation mark, doesn't matter. After that, variable, that is what integer type of. So now three pairs I have stored in dictionary. Now if I want to know that this is which type of data, you print function and then type function. In between parenthesis, you need to pass the variable name is dict. So now it is this is dictionary, but it is a class. Okay, dictionary type of data. Now you come down here. Next is what? Set type of data. Set. So set is a variable. Always just set will be set and tuple. They will be stored in parentheses, means brackets. Set and tuple. So here you pass some variables 19 and 20. Both are integers. Some float value 4.5. Some string type of data. Ravi, one boolean value. If you want to pass any boolean value, what is that? Okay, now, so it is a set. So how do you know that it is a set? So we will we will try to understand all these data types: set, dictionary, tuple, range. We will study in separately. Okay. Now if you want to find out that it is which type of data type, print data type. Okay, if you want to know which type of data type, you pass the variable here, then compile. Okay, compile this. Now type set is equal to what is happening here? So set, no, it is what? It is feeling that it is a tuple. It is a tuple. So how can we find that it is a set? Okay. So why it is dealing it as it is feeling that it is a tuple, because we have declared the set in brackets. So set will be declared in flower braces. Why? Because so this set and this dictionary both are in flower braces, declared and defined. But difference is the dictionary has the pairs. It is values will be in a pair, but in set uh, single values, but the values are elements. They will be in flower brace. So now you will get this word set. Okay, this set. Okay. Now come down. Now come down. What is the remaining is what? Data types we have understood that different all are built in data types. Okay. Set dictionary, how many is yes, set is there, dictionary, tuple, about that float, tuple, dictionary, set, list also we have, I think we have taken that as a list also, na? List is also there. So then is next is what? Range. Range is what? Suppose a range mostly will be used in for loop. Okay. Range means range bracket from 1 to 5. So this is the range. We are defining this is the range from starting value, ending value. This is a range. Okay. Now if you print bracket type bracket range, you pass range is a variable. Okay. So if you compile this, what happened? So type is type. We need to say, we need to pass the type. This is what range is equal to, suppose x is equal, z is equal to range. If I pass z as a variable, that is when it is range. Okay. So what we did here, so z is a variable which holds a range. Range is 1 to 5. From 1 is a starting value, 5 is something 100, you can take. So it is a range. So now if you want to know what is this actually, so print type z means it prints that it is what? Range type of data. Okay. So now come down. Today in today's class, we try to understand different data types. Okay, a none data type, none type. Okay, this is none type. None type, when you will get the none type of data. Okay, suppose if you pass inside a print. Okay, print again print. So print again print inside. So it will give none type of data. Okay. So inside once print inside of another print, if you pass, then it will give none type of data. Where is that none type of? We have not seen any none type. Huh? Okay, I will show whenever I will get a chance none type of data. So print type print set. So then whether it will give anything. Okay, it has not shown. This is a none type of data. Okay. So it is a none type. Huh? None type means whenever you want to get the print inside of again you want to, so there is it will not give anything. So none. So none type of means there is no any value. None. There is no any value. None type of data. So okay. After that, after that.